Hey, Blessed Tribe. This is Coach Jess. I'm back again with another mental health motivational word. I hope you guys are enjoying this beautiful, beautiful weather. Here in North Carolina, it is hot. So I do have on my fan. Hopefully, you can't hear it in the background. And it seems like every time I start recording, the trains start coming. Listen, whatever happens, I'm gonna keep on pressing play, and I hope that you are too. Okay. So I'm about to meet with the Blessed Tribe member, but before then, I know once we finish, we get long winded. I'm gonna give everything I got, my heart, sweat, tears, and everything I got in my session. So I know when I get off, I'm gonna be tired. So I wanted to jump on really quickly and just share some things that God was just revealing to me that they come in so fast. I have to make sure that I'm recording literally every day or every other day to make sure I'm getting these words out to you guys. Hot off the press. I don't want them to be watered down. I want to make sure I'm giving them to you as I get them, because I know I'm getting confirmation after confirmation that when I get these words, other people, including myself, are needing them. So I wanted to just jump on really quickly. On yesterday, I was driving home, and in the midst of driving home, I saw a familiar face, but I saw a familiar car, and it's usually a car that is on this route that we normally travel around this time around 5 o'clock. So I saw a familiar car on the road, and I knew exactly who it was. And God just revealed to me that certain people who have been in your life or that you have crossed paths with, they're going to have to Google you in order to have access to you. They're going to have to watch you. You're going to have to watch them from your rear view mirror. And it's a reason why your rear view mirror is smaller than your windshield. So God's saying in the season, make sure you're pressing forward and not worrying about people that's going to have to Google you. You are going to have to just press and just, kind of almost like forget those people even existed, especially if they hurt you, especially if they were just a negative aspect in your vision or in your mission. They really weren't trying to help you, but they did teach you a lesson that people are wicked. They did teach you a lesson that people will treat you differently because of the color of your skin, no matter of your intellect, no matter of your dialect, no matter of how much value you bring to the table. People just have a certain stigma in their mind, and you have to remember that you have to still thrive and be a lion and dominate around these people. So it's very important that you learn to be very versatile, very diverse, and remember that these people are just a part of your testimony, a part of your journey, but you can't let them to destroy you, even though it hurts you, even though it breaks your heart, even though, you tried to give your blood, sweat, and tears and energy and value, knowledge, and all of that to these people. The best thing is to give it to people who actually want it. So people who are sewing into the channel, people who are sewing into life coaching sessions, you guys are just blowing my mind. I knew that I was supposed to be on this track, but now I'm having to try to find time to record because I'm getting so many Blessed Tribe members who are really tapping into their healing, tapping into their personal self and development, marriages, family routines, and starting businesses and graduating from graduate programs and undergraduate programs. You guys are really being serious about, the kingdom and elevating and making sure you're becoming the best version of yourself. So I'm so, so proud of you guys. Some other things that I got is that they will no longer have access to you. So when you see people who have crossed paths with you from your past, just remember they are the past. So don't let that trigger you, because I was kind of triggered. I was just like, feeling a little uneasy or sad or sorrow. But God say, if I would have never took you out of that environment, you wouldn't have never blossomed into the butterfly you're blossoming into today. So continue to tap into those eagle and those lion characteristics, meaning that you are going to have to accept that you are a leader. You're going to have to accept that you are a trailblazer. You are going to have to use and I'm just looking at what I wrote down about being a lion and having that leadership spirit. You're going to have to tap into your power. So it's very powerful of you to be able to look at somebody who hurt you and still be able to commune with those people, or may cross paths with those people, or just not hate them or develop bitterness. With an excellent spirit, you're going to have to use that power to have compassion, to have grace, and to be forgiving, because the forgiveness is really not for them. It's for you, so that you won't rob yourself of becoming bitter and hatred, and just, you won't become that thing that you do not like in other people. So continue to use that power. You're going to have to be brave. You're going to have to do it even though fear exists. Like right now, like, I've been recording for a while, but when I first started, I was scared. I was nervous. I was timid. I didn't know what to say. I said 55,000 times. I probably still do these things, but I press play anyway. So you're gonna have to use your bravery skills in this season. You're gonna have to press play anyway, and remember, people are going to be watching you. You're going to be so involved that they're going to have to Google you. And that's not to be cocky. That's just to remind you that, you have a big mission and a big calling over your life. You can't basically be in the chicken coop or crabs in a bucket and worry about what everybody else is doing. You're going to have to rise up in this season. You're going to have to use your courage. You're going to have to do something even through pain, even through grief. I just showed you guys that I could do it through the strength of my father. That was not the strength of me. Because like I said, I did not want to record that night. But I pressed play anyway. And so many people were released from that word. Your strength, you're going to need that mental strength. That's why I get on here each and every day, to keep myself motivated, to keep myself encouraged, to keep myself in positive thinking and, service, being in my gift and servicing you all. That brings me fulfillment, and it also helps me stay strong in my faith and my courage and my strength and my everything. It keeps me strong in those areas. You're going to have to be big eaters. You're going to have to remember you can't settle. You have lots of things to get off the table, lots of things to accomplish, lots of people to impact. So you're not going to be able to just, be a person who settles for the bare minimum. You're going to have to raise your standards in this season. And also, you get active in the storm. That's my favorite part. I always like the last ones. So you get active in the storms. You're going to have to remember that you soar in a storm. You don't scurry away and go somewhere and try to hide. You are definitely have to accept that this is you. And let your humility, your grace, your confidence, your compassion, your forgiveness, and all of those things coexist with your dominant and authority and leadership qualities. You're going to have to find that beautiful recipe, like a cake, that make it all come together so that you can continue to have that excellent spirit where people can relate to, people can, want to do business with you, want to join your community, want to get into partnerships with you and learn from you. Have a life that other people desire. Live a life that other people are going to admire, to say, hey, how can I get some of that? How can I get some of that Jesus you got? How can I get some of that anointing and discernment that you have? How can I get some of, access to my gift? People are going to inquire things about you. And you just can't hold back, and other people may try to hate you because you have a gift, but God gave everybody gifts. So don't feel like you're special. He gave everybody one. Other people are just not using their confidence or don't know who they are just yet to start using theirs on the level you're using yours. So when people copy you, whisper about you, talk about you, just know that comes with the lion spirit. Even if you saw a lion going through the jungle right now, other animals are going to be like, whoa, they pay attention. So just know, you walk in the earthly realm, people are going to be paying attention. They're going to, just say, hey, it's something unique about you, because it is. And you will have to trust in this season. So you're going to have to trust that people are going to be God is going to be bringing you specific people, anointing people. You have to accept your losses, people you got to cut ties with. Your rewards are going to be big. That's why your assignment is so heavy, and that's why it's so taxing on you, because your reward is going to be big. Not just monetary, but your faith, your confidence, your ability to influence and dominate this earth. It's going to be a big reward, and your influence is big as well. Just accept that God is going to bring you a group of people who are going to help you. So don't run these people away. It's important to remember your goal setting. I'm just like running down because I got to go. So it's important to remember why you set goals, and to set those goals. They keep you structured. They keep you from not being confused. They keep you from, participating in low vibrational conversations. They, somebody tried to get me on today to engage and say, what did somebody say? I don't do that. I don't like to have any discord around me that I create. I'm not going to go out of my way. That goes against my character. I'm not going to go out of my way to start confusion and to, participate in low vibrational things. That is chicken coop behavior. So you're going to have to remember that you're an eagle and a lion. You're not in the chicken coop. And it's not to be demeaning of people who do gossip and people who do, start discord. It's just a different lifestyle. So if you listen to this video, that is not you, even though you have done that in the past. We've all had a past, but it's time for us to rise up in this season as eagles and as lions. You are a person who rides in the storm. So a person who is able to do that can't participate in that low vibrational stuff. It's going to bring you down. Setting goals help you stay focused on developing yourself. You guys have been sewing into life coaching sessions, continuing to develop each and every day. You guys are just encouraging me along my spiritual and healing journey and mental health journey, to continue to sew into myself. And remember to have fun, lastly. And I always save the best for last. God was telling me, Jessica, it's time for you to, get away from all of those barriers that have held you down. Begin to, just know that you are enough. You're beautiful. You're bold. You're confident. You have great influence. And I want you to put your name where I'm putting my name. So you, the person on the other side of the screen, to watch a video that's talking about eagles and lions and even getting it in the spirit. You are a different breed. You are not a part of the low vibrational people who try to start discord, whisper about people, talk about people, like to see people left out and neglected and, feeling shameful in any way. You don't create those type of vibes. You are just a good vibe. People gravitate towards you. You don't have to over assert yourself. You don't have to be too loud. You're like, the quiet before the storm, because God say, listen, in this season, while you're having fun, setting goals, working on your healing, forgetting about the past, as far as letting that rob you of your steps forward, God said it's time for you to dominate. It's time for you to just start to be the person, be the man and the woman that he birthed you to be. There's no prisoners in this season. You're not going to be able to water yourself down to accommodate anything beneath what God says is your excellent spirit in this season, okay? So I wanted to just encourage you guys, lastly, to have some fun. I have some travel arrangements made, so, maybe that's something to inspire you, or that creates an opportunity for you to let your hair down. And I'll probably still be recording, because it's just a part of my lifestyle now. So you guys are a part of my family now. So I love to read, do crossword puzzles, and some of the things that I talk about may be very boring to you, but place the things that are your hobbies, that bring you joy, that you put on your vision board, or that you aspire to involve yourself more in. I told London I want to take her rock climbing because she tried to jump off something. I was like, girl, no, you need your restraints and you need your ropes. We're going to teach you the legitimate way to do it. So, getting more active with my daughter. I love to declutter, even though I'm really not no good at it, but I love to at least try. I feel accomplished when I try to declutter and throw things away that no longer serve me. Doing nothing makes me happy, brings me joy, it makes me feel happy, because I rarely not do anything. Because as an eagle and a lion, you're constantly serving in the kingdom. You're constantly seeing how you can serve other people. So doing nothing is me feeding myself and revamping myself. Taking some spiritual walks. I haven't done it in about 2 days and I feel off kilter, but God say, listen, you're still serving. So taking those spiritual walks, trying new things, and being adventurous. God say, listen, you're becoming the Jessica Danielle Kearney I birthed you to be in your mother's womb. My mother always used to say, Danielle. Now I see, it's certain personality traits that I exhibit that reminds me of my middle name. So I hope that this video encourages you. I got to go. My Blessed Tribe member is going to be like, oh, she late for our appointment. But I'm serving. And I just love you guys, and I hope that you guys continue to sow into the channel. Make sure you subscribe and like the video before you leave. Make sure you invest in your own life coaching session while the time God has allowed me to be in this season. You guys are my family. I love you. Continue to be up here each and every day. I'm going to continue to give you guys motivational words. You are eagles. You are lions. And it's time for us to dominate. Take no prisoners. You are the person who is in charge of your life. You are the person who God has called forth in this season, and people will have to Google you to have access to you, especially if they misuse you and mistreated you in certain seasons. So they're going to be a part of your testimony as in how not to treat people, but they also taught you a lesson, and it taught you how having poor self-esteem, low self-esteem, no assurance, and allowing certain things to happen, those things won't happen anymore. So you also learn hard lessons during that mistreatment season, because people can only do to you what you allow them to do, and if you continue to stay in poor and toxic environments. So I encourage you on today, if you're in a toxic environment at work, at home, in a family, in a relationship, whatever, I encourage you today to get out. I encourage you to know that you are an eagle, you are a lion. God will super exceed your debts. Make sure you put them in that spreadsheet. Let this be a goal of yours. Put it in the spreadsheet and let God just, every time I get on a spreadsheet, I have to delete something off. God is taking something off. God is removing debt in this season. So know that it's nothing that he can't provide for you that another human can provide for you. He has the ability to multiply. I would rather trade in somebody who can just add a little value and trade in that for somebody who can multiply to my life. So I just wanted to encourage you guys to do that, because I'm in that season also right now. I love you. I love you. I love you. I got to go to my session. And I'll be right back up here tomorrow giving you guys another mental health motivational word. Have a great night. I love you. I love you. I love you. Subscribe before you leave and like the video, especially if it's giving you value. Put some eagles down there in the comment for me. I love you. I love you. I love you. Good night.